Hello everyone, it's Santi here and welcome to my Gaming25 final thoughts. So just a bit more tinkering as we get closer to the deadline for Gaming25, which is on Friday, the 25th of February when Fulham take on Wolves. Something else that I'm going to look at is the double Gaming27 and just weigh the options or the players that I could possibly bring into my team for that double Gaming27. So without further ado, let's quickly look at what I'm looking to do with my team in Gaming25. So my initial transfer thoughts were to upgrade Amaron and bring in Bukayo Saka, and then upgrade Ivan Toney and bring in Darwin Nunez. So I think that Liverpool midweek fixture put me off on bringing in any Liverpool defenders since they conceded 5 goals. But I think up to this point, I've calmed down and I've decided that, you know what, I think Madrid is a very good team and anything could happen in that fixture, but Liverpool have been looking better. I've returned on the option of bringing in a Liverpool asset in my defense. So this is what I'm looking to do with my team in Gaming25. I'm looking to transfer out Trippier and bring in Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, looking at Trippier, he blanks in Gaming25 and then he returns in Gaming26 playing away at Man City. So I think transferring him out now, even though he's highly owned, is not the worst thing that I can do. I'll bring in Trent, who's got 18 points in the last 2 games, and he's got a double in Gaming25 where he plays Crystal Palace and Wolves at home. With Trent, I think there's that option to get an attacking return from him. So I think he's back in my thoughts for transfers in Gaming25. Something else that I'm looking to do is to upgrade Amaron rather to Odegaard and not Saka. Now, Odegaard is only got 8 points in Gaming24. He doubles in 25 against Leicester and Everton. And I was just looking at the difference between Odegaard and Saka. I think Odegaard started well during the start of the season. He was accumulating more points while Saka is getting more points in the second half of the season. But I think Odegaard is also another good asset. So Odegaard is only got 131 points for the season and Saka is got 134 points for the season. So they're not really further apart, but I think Saka is just hit good form right now. But Odegaard is also another player that I could consider to bring into my team. So I'm looking on upgrading Amaron rather to Odegaard and not Saka, because if I bring in Trent, I think he takes more of my fans, which means I cannot really get to Saka, but I think I still need to add more Arsenal assets to my team. So Odegaard is someone that I'm looking to bring into my team. Now, Ivan Toney to Darwin Nunez is already done. That's a transfer that I've already made and is locked in. I think I already decided that I'm going to bring in Nunez from that Liverpool attack. So Nunez has already been transferred in my team, and this is what I'm looking to have as my team for Gaming25. Ramsdale in goal. In defense, Trent, Walker, Kilman and Reece James. So Trent with a double Gaming25 and Kilman with a double Gaming25. Obviously my defenders play each other at some point, but I'm still hoping for some returns from each of those. Reece James gets back in the team. He plays away at Tottenham Hotspurs. Somehow, every time I bring Reece James, there's always something that happens. Either he gets injured and it always looks like a trap of a transfer. Now, this time around, I'm hoping that he actually returns against Spurs and he gives me some returns. If he doesn't, I'll probably be looking to try and move him on as soon as possible. So in midfield, I'll have Odegaard, Gundogan and Martinelli. So Odegaard and Martinelli with a double Gaming25. And up front, I should have Holland, Harry Kane and Darwin Nunez. So this is how my team should be looking by the deadline of Gaming25, and I'm hoping for some good Gaming25 because I think I've been very unlucky in the past 2 game weeks. With these transfers, I'm hoping that I can have a better Gaming25 and then we can see where we end up by the end of the game week. Now, something else that I have to look at is the double game that's been announced. So Brentford, Brighton, Crystal Palace and Southampton will have a double in game week 27. Now, if I look at game week 25, Brentford blank and then they return in 26 playing at home against Fulham, and then in 27 they double against Everton and Southampton. With Brighton, they blank in game week 25 and then in 26 they return against West Ham United, and then in 27 they double against Leeds and Crystal Palace. With Crystal Palace they play Liverpool in game 25. Game 26 they play away at Aston Villa, and in game 27 they double against Manchester City and Brighton. I think with Crystal Palace they're not really an option. I think the fixture that they have and the double is some of those fixtures that you can't really expect them to get any points from. They play Liverpool this game week. That's a difficult fixture. Even though they play at home, I think that will be a tough one. Then they'll play Aston Villa, who have been in very good form, and that could be a problematic fixture as well. And then in that double game 27, they play Manchester City and Brighton, difficult fixtures. So I think Crystal Palace are not really on the list of teams that I could go for options in that double game 27. With Southampton, they play Leeds in game 25. They play Leicester in game 26, and then they double in game 27 against Manchester United and Brentford. Southampton is also another team that's struggling. Obviously, they managed to get a result against Chelsea, but they haven't been having a very good time. And in the double game 27, they play Manchester United and Brentford. They are not really on the list of teams that I could target for the double, but Brighton and Brentford are the teams that I could possibly look to bring into players into my team for the double game 27. But something that I have to take note is the fact that Brighton and Brentford, they could also blank in game 28. So we have to wait for the FA Cup fixtures. When the fixtures are concluded, then we'll be sure on which teams will actually blank in game 28. So Brentford and Brighton will have a double in 27, but they could possibly blank in game 28 and then double again in game 29. So I think there's just too much to look at and maneuver, because after that double gaming 28, there's also a big double gaming 29. So there's a lot to chew. I've already used my free hit chip, so I'm only relying on my transfers and my wild card. So I think I'll take it day by day and game week by game week. Up to this point, I'm only going to plan up to game 27 and looking at Brentford and Brighton players. And then after that, when the FA Cup fixtures are concluded and I know which teams are going to be blanking in game 28, then I'll make decision on which players I'll bring into my team for that blank gaming 28 and also for the double gaming 29. So that's somehow where I stand with my my plans for gaming 27. With Brentford and Brighton, I think Ivan Toney from Brentford is a player that I should be looking to get back into my team. Estopinian from Brighton is also someone that I could look to bring in, because in that game 27, Brighton will double against Leeds and Crystal Palace. And Ben Mee obviously is the highest scoring defender in that Brentford team. That's someone that I could also look at. And Solly March is someone that I could also look at as another option to bring into my team from Brighton. Obviously, I've already got Mitoma in my team, so I think with the blank gaming 25, I'm not going to be touching him. He stays in my team because he doubles in gaming 27. So I'll probably stick to him and hope that maybe I can add more Brighton assets or bring in more Brentford players for the double gaming 27. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful in any way, don't forget to smash the like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.